I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it. Don't panic surround me. I'm corrupted. Flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems.
Coach, this is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go. 40! 54! 74!
They'll run on first down. McFarland, they'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there for Philly. And even 50 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does. Because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
At the 26-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Come on now, let's go. Check tight.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 16 yards, a first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On third down, McFarland, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Now on fourth down, Doug Peterson turns it over to the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this has no chance. It's no good, well wide to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game. So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
10 Lobo. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the flag.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Lawrence. Caught. It's Wilson. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On 2nd down now, McFarland. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Working from the gun, Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And all the way up to the 49. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go.
Wentz. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 32-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
That's good.
50, plant.
First down.
Down to lose one.
First and 10.
Go.
46-yard line.
On first down, Robinson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At their 49.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Now a dump off here complete, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it now with Robinson. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And Wilson has it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Lawrence. Robinson's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best. and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 4. Rolling to his left. And it's caught. And he is out of bounds here. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive.
Nowhere to go. Here he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Wentz now to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Hey, looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. He gets this one to Johnson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. from the left hash. This from 53 yards out.
Get ready.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance? And got his man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held him in check on the scoreboard. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
On the run, it's Robinson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Set. 50. Plant. 54. Go. Bravo. 54. Let's go.
To throw on second down, Lawrence. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll go down at the 28.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Here we go. 4 Tokyo. Listen.
They'll run on first down. McFarland. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Keep playing
At the 39-yard line.
Let's get it. Here we go, Pac-Man. 180.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Lambeau. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Come on.
Here's Wentz to throw. Looking deep for his tight end. That's caught inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dean Lowry. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. After the sack on first down, Wentz over the middle, it's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
81.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here we go. 30 base. Coming this way. Here we go.
Off play action. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Operating from the gun. Lawrence. They're able to locate Wilson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, Delta.
Mike 54. Mike 54. I want that. Give me that.
From the gun, Lawrence. And that's complete to Adams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. They'll look to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
He's back to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
In a 2-minute drill, we often talk about taking care of the football, but sometimes it's just a matter of who wants it more. How about him going up top on a 50-50 ball and taking it away for a big play?
On 1st down, Robinson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Back to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
So 2nd down, and this defense certainly going to sell out to stop the run. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Here we go. Ready?
Check.
Sunday.
Check. 53 is mine.
Hey, exit. You ain't got nothing.
Now a give, right side. McFarland. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, Charlie. Good now.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
To number 88. That's a gain of 7.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Philadelphia, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another road date next week.